Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Donna, and for those of you not new, thank you so much for continuing to come back and support my channel. Today I am doing our first update of my project pan. The reason why I'm doing an update is because I'm actually going to take out a product that is in this project pan, and I'm going to call it good, even though it's not completely used up, because I do believe it has gone bad on me. So I'm sure with that being said, if you guys watch the intro, you probably know what item it is, but also there's quite a bit of usage on some of these items. I'm really super proud of myself for. Let's start with the products that I currently have in here that I'm keeping in this project pan. The first one is going to be the Juice Beauty Anti-Wrinkle Serum. I put this into my project because I just need to get better at my skincare and actually using some of the serums that I have in my collection. I am proud to say that this product sat at 4.2 ounces at the beginning of this project a month ago, and currently sits at 3.9 ounces. So we have used 0.3 ounces of product in this container, and I am super excited about that. It does get harder and harder to get stuff out of it, so I'm curious to know how it is built inside of here, whether it's just air bubbles in there that's making it like spit and spurt at me sometimes, but obviously that will continue to stay in my project. I feel like I'm getting a lot of good use out of it, and it's reminding me to use a serum that I have on my face on a daily. I have been using it when I remember to in the morning and at night, and I do put it on in conjunction with my moisturizer. It has just become part of my routine to put it in there. Sometimes I do forget still, but I'm really proud to say it is creating a different kind of habit within me. So I'm really excited about what this is going to do for my skincare routine. The next thing is this Big Sexy Powder Play Light that I had in my project. And you guys, I have used this, but it's still sitting at the 1.6 ounces that it started at in the beginning. So obviously it's powder, so it's not going to probably filter out as quickly as I thought it might, but I have used it quite a few times, maybe not on a daily because we're not going to put this in my hair on a daily. I did use it a lot the week right after I got my hair done to create some kind of like texture and volumizing to my hair. I will continue to use it in that fashion. I do like it. It is probably my favorite texturizer in my collection right now, so I will continue to use that. We will see how this pans out. The next thing is this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. You guys see that I think that along this section it has sheared out quite a bit as far as what's left. I do know that I have to go in with a much smaller brush than I have in the past, and it's kind of irritating. It's a little bit annoying because the smaller brush that I have isn't as fluffy and it doesn't go all over my face like the other one. And I can tell the difference between using this product with a fluffier brush versus using it with a more dense brush. It does have a little more opacity to it when I'm using it with a dense brush, which means it kind of leaves a different color on my skin than what I really want to. I'm using it more like a translucent powder, and it doesn't go on my skin that way when I'm using a more dense brush. But I will continue to use it. It is a beautiful powder. I do love it, so I will obviously continue to use it. The next item is this. It is the Kat Von D Franken Contour that I made out of the 2 contour shades that I had left in that palette. And I don't know if you guys can see much of a difference, and because I don't know if you can see much of a difference, I also can't see much of a difference, except for the fact that the pattern that was created by me repressing this is now gone. I did go ahead and weigh it. I will put the picture in here. It is weighing right now currently at 1.0 ounces. So I will start weighing it in the future for these videos. I didn't weigh it the first time though, so I'm not really quite sure what it started out at. The next several things are all in this palette here. It is a palette that I have carried around with me since starting this project, and it is just basically some powders that I want to get a lot of use out of. I know that I have used this Winter Rose blush multiple times, and you can't even hardly tell that I have used it. I am actually wearing it on my cheeks today and I love it. I have also used this Ofra highlighter more times than not over the last month, and again, you can hardly tell that I've used it. There is a little bit of a dip in it, but I don't think that you guys can see that. I feel like this shade I've probably used the least, but the one time, the two maybe times that I did use it, it did create a little bit more of a pan in there. I have been using this shade as not only a brow bone shade, but also a highlight. It is a beautiful highlight on the skin. So I am getting quite the little dip in this pan, but still no pan to speak of on there. And this Locked and Loaded has been my ride or die, like, setting shade on an eye primer for a very long time. I am surprised I haven't hit pan on this shade yet. It is getting a little more yellow though than I once remembered it to be. So it's a little, I mean, you guys can see there's a little bit of a difference between it and my skin tone. It's harder and harder to use it. And when I use more vibrant shadows like this, I do prefer a white base versus a yellow tone base, and that definitely has a little bit of a creamier tone. So not much to speak of as far as the powders go here. The one item that I am taking out of the project is this one. It is the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Pure Brightening Serum Foundation. I know that I told you when I did the intro to this project that I wanted to use this up before it went bad on me. I did get a little bit of usage out of it. It started at 1.9 ounces. It's currently sitting at 1.7. So I did get 0.2 ounces of product out of it, which is a lot, I think, but there's still a lot more powder, a lot more in there. I can feel that. I think it's probably about here still. This application process, or how to get it out of the bottle, is annoying. It's a pain in the ass. It gets so gross and dirty, and I'm not even sure how that happens. But you guys, this stinks. And it went from smelling okay to smelling really bad, and I can't put it on my face anymore. The last couple times I wore it, it went on differently. It didn't sit as great on my skin, and I actually broke out quite a bit after having had it on my face for only about 5 hours. So I even broke out down on my chest like this right here, because when I do my makeup, I obviously go down onto my neck. So I had some breakout on my neck here, on my neck here. I had some breakout on my neck here, but I get really red in my chest. So if I'm wearing a shirt that is a lower cut shirt, I will put some of that foundation also on my chest. This shirt is really high and it kind of covers that. So I didn't do it today, and obviously you can tell the difference between my face and my chest. My chest just gets really red, and I'm not sure why. It's not like rosacea or anything. I think it's like anxiety. I'm not even sure why. But I do put foundation on my chest. Well, I put that foundation on my chest 2 days in a row and then ended up with a nice little pimple here. I've obviously got spots anyways, but that was embarrassing. I hated it. The fact that I had pimples all along here as well, and up in here in my chin area. I just can't use it anymore. It is a serum, so it's gonna sink into my face differently than any other foundation in the first place, but also it smells really bad. So I am taking this out of my project. We're gonna call it good. It's done for. The foundation that I am bringing in, because I really felt like it was ideal to keep a foundation in the mix. So the foundation that I am bringing in is this. It is the Tarte Found Sealer. I did get this last year, so it is running around maybe the time frame where we should be tossing it. The expiration date on it is 11 of 2020. So according to the expiration date on here, it does have quite a bit of usage still according to the expiration date, but according to like when you open it versus when it should be used by, I'm pretty certain it should be expired. However, I have used this a couple times over the last couple weeks. I do really like the finish of it. It doesn't seem like it's changed in any capacity as far as its makeup goes, and it still smells the way it smelled in the beginning. This is a concealer or foundation that when it first came out, I wanted it so bad. It has SPF 20 in it, which is good because we're getting in that place where the sun's going to start coming out eventually again. I'm hoping to use it in its entirety. We can see it being used here in the container. Hopefully we can blow through this, use this up in our project, and that is my update for my project pan this year. As you guys know, I am doing a rolling project pan this year, so everything that I'm using, if I get tired of it or if I hit where I want to hit with it, then I will take that piece out and move a new piece in. And it doesn't necessarily have to match. This is just one that did match because I really did want to put another foundation into this. I have a lot of foundations in my collection and I know that they will go bad soon. So I need to start using them. So with that being said, that's all I have for you guys today. How is your project pan going? Please let me know down in the comments section. I hope that you like this video enough that you're considering giving it a big thumbs up. I also hope that if you're new here or been around for a while just watching, that you're also considering subscribing to my channel before you go. It's free to you. I upload content every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and it really would help me out. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Let me know what's in your project pan. Let me know if you're doing your project pan. Let me know if you have a video out there I can go watch and support you with. And until next time, thanks guys.